And God says, help him. He wants to know the book. His flesh is weak, but his spirit's willing. He's fighting the good fight. He goes to church. He studies. He has a longing. God says, that's what I'm looking for. He's crying after knowledge. Look what the Bible says. So then incline thine heart unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding. If thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures. The other day, we were down at the farm, and Autumn and Hannah had the metal detector, and they trying to find a place to go. I said, go down there by that big rock, and they're down there, and I look, and Autumn, I mean, you wouldn't expect this out of Autumn, but she's down there with a shovel, just a digging, and dirt flying. I mean, she's just digging and looking, and a little bit later, I saw her walking through the field with a big, long metal lightning rod and something else, and boy, she was proud of that junk that she had found. But they were looking for it. Why? Because you took that metal detector over there and it made a little beeping sound, and there's something in there. So you dig to look for it. I'll tell you what, listen, if you open this book up, there'll be a little radar on the inside. There's something there, and you read and you'll find the things that God has for you. Searches for her as for hid treasures. Look at verse 5. Does God lie? Look what it says. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. When? When you look for it. When you long for it. Listen, when you want to find it, then you'll find it. You say, there's so many distractions. There's all kinds of distractions in life. My whole life is a distraction. I told men to go. Listen, my father-in-law had made this trip before he died to Alaska, and I guess he was afraid, so he had some bear mace. Not shark repellent like on Batman. I mean the real stuff. Bear repellent. I found it the other day. I gave it to Autumn, and it didn't get put up, and it's in the living. So somebody knocked it off the shelf yesterday, and there's bear mace leaking in my house. You know what I mean? Everybody comes running out of the house, and all I wanted to do, we've been going all day, all I wanted to do was go in there and sit down and just find a quiet place and study and read. And now I've got a house full of bear mace. There's always something. But you just got to keep on pushing. Just keep striving. Here, verse number 2, so that thou incline thine heart unto wisdom, and apply thine heart. That means to stretch. To bend. It means to go beyond what you think you can go. Apply your heart. Stretch your heart. Push harder. Try harder. I'm not talking about walking in the flesh. I'm talking about disciplining your flesh. I'm not talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about saying when your flesh, when everything in you says quit, you say no. When you say I'm too tired to read, you say, but you know what? God, I believe you got something for me. And you read anyway. When you're too tired to pray, but you say, God, I'm going to pray anyway. When your flesh and your body and your mind and everything says no, then you apply your heart. You stretch yourself.